This tile may look pretty, but it's one of the most challenging tiles to install. Not only are they extremely crooked, but it's face mounted with super sticky plastic. Get ready for some tips to make it look like this.
Hey guys, Frankie Martinez here with How to Tile Like a Pro, and today we are working with this non-iridescent Peacock glass mosaic. Check this out. Mini brick. It's very beautiful, very colorful. It's front mounted. There's plastic on the front of it here, and the back has no plastic. It's very funny to see some people install this. If you're not a professional or you never worked with this before, I've actually seen many people install this with a plastic up against the wall and grout this in. It's hilarious. It's the wrong way to do it. This is the part that gets mounted to the wall, and after it's installed, we will peel the plastic off. So look at this. I mean, come on, where is the love for the installer? How is that even possible? What the heck am I supposed to do with that? Let's see. Look at this. So there are some bad ones here. Little crookedness, little nastiness. I'll show you how to adjust it. It's really nice though. I do love this tile. I've worked with it many times. I mean, I don't know about this particular brand, Alyse Edwards, but I've worked with this style before, different brands, and there's a few tips that'll really help your install come out a lot easier. Let's see, check this guy out. There we go. Nastiness. No love for the installer, man. No love for the installer. I tell you what, back in my day, they gave me something like this to install. So this is the range hood here, so the stove's here. So this is our focal point. We're gonna center off here and let the rest go where it goes, all right? Got a 1/4 inch trowel. Got our Pro Light, which I love for glass, and then it's also helps with non-sag. So let's go ahead and just do a little bit of stuff here. It's a little thick, which is kind of what I like, so that they don't sag. It just helps the non-sag better. So since you can see through the glass, you can see my hand going through it. That means if I were to stick this right in the wall, just like that, you will see the lines going through. So what you have to do with this type of glass is after you get your 1/4 inch teeth marks, notch marks on there, you want to go ahead and smooth them out to get them flat. Kind of just float it over there like that, and you should get nice consistent marks. Not marks, nice consistent surface to put your tile on. So when you're doing this, you just you gotta feel the teeth marks and just, basically you're just flattening them out. You're not adding, you're not pushing, you're not putting too much pressure. Oh, I see a little rock, so that's not cool. You're just kind of floating it flat. So you're just flattening out the teeth marks. Again, because they're see-through, all those spots are gonna be seen. You're gonna see that through the glass. So you do wanna kind of make it look nice, like that. At least it's even here, I don't know if you can see, there's a gap between the drywall, watch, right there. So I gotta fill that, because if I put tile there, you'll see the drywall. So it does take a little bit of prep, but it's not hard. The key is to not push too hard so you mess up the thickness, because you need to have a little bit of thickness. So if we get that 1/4 inch notch trowel and flatten it out, you're probably gonna end up with about a 1/8 inch thick of thinset, which is just what you want for this thin glass. So any little bumps like that are fine because they'll go away once I put the glass in. You just don't, you don't want to see the trowel marks is what we're doing. We're getting rid of the trowel marks. So now I'm gonna center this right on that new line. Oh, and we're gonna be good right there. All right. So this right there. Okay. So what you wanna do is you wanna stick these on the wall, and then this is what holds it right in place. You wanna make sure you press all of them down so that they all get good coverage. And I'm gonna slide it over so it lines up with that level line. And there we go. That is good. So you see I have a little bit of spooging thinset there. That's okay. Most of it's good. That's why you don't want to use any trowel bigger than 1/4 inch. Keep it at 1/4 inch so you don't get thinset spooging out all over the place. Okay, this guy's gonna go here. Make sure they're good. Don't get thinset on your tools. All right. Okay. So that's good. We can go ahead and get a level line going the other way. So there we got our level line going both ways. And we look like we are touching there and barely touching there. So there we go. Okay. So once you got that set, 7 3/4. So let me grab one here. 7 3/4. Are we lucky? Are we lucky? Ooh, I think we might get lucky. Sometimes you get lucky with a layout. Ooh, I'm gonna see if I can make it work. Prevent cut right there. All right, let's see this. Right there. Bam, look at that. See? Sometimes that, sometimes it works out. Makes up for all this nasty crooked tiles. Yeah, full tile, which will look beautiful. Ooh, see that little mark up there? You definitely want to cover that. Cover that up. Look at that. Nice. All right. So now let's just do these two top corner cuts, 9 3/4. All right, so this is what we want. Putting my line, I put it right on this dot here. This is my Rubi Speed board. Amazing board, I'm really happy with it. If you want to know more about that, check this video out right here. I'm trying to set a gauge because it should be the same on the other side too. So let's see if this is, I have a titanium blade on this cutting board, but I'm not sure if this plastic is going to get in the way of it. I've never done it. Nah, plastic shouldn't mess with it. Oh, get, hear it scoring really nice. There we go. Yeah, the cool thing about these small ones, a lot of times it's just
going down with the blade?
Yeah, because it's very small where it's only a tip we're taking off. So let's see if that works. Don't know if Ruby would approve of this, but it worked for me last time because they're so small. To get these little tabs right here to break on tiny little tiles is not cool. So look at that. It seemed to cut really nice. That looks good. Great, let's cut it up and see what it looks like. So, let's see. Looks good for the most part. Looks like this one could be helped a little bit. Maybe with my biters could fix that one, but the rest of them look good. So, go ahead, let me grab my biters. This tool is underrated. This tool is very underrated. Biters, look at that. Snapped it right where it needed to be. Right where it needed to be. All right, that's it. I think that's good. Let's stick it up. Oh, look at that. Wow. Got the other side cut. Do the same gauge right here. Let's get this guy in. The next thing we want to deal with is these little things here. Very crooked, very weird. No, I call them no love for the tile guy. Since it's got the plastic mesh, we can't take it off. So what you want to do is like these two, this little section needs some major help. So what you want to do is you want to cut the plastic off. You don't take it off. You don't take the plastic off the tile, you just cut it. So you can isolate these tiles and move them independent of the rest of the sheet. So there we go. Sometimes it's a little tricky, gotta make sure you have a really good sharp blade. But there, we just fixed that. So here we got this guy here. So it looks like these two, so I'm gonna cut this down, cut this across. Maybe even separate these two here. So all you gotta do is just cut the plastic off, leave the plastic on, and just move them now to get them to be straight, which is very time consuming, takes some patience, but that's the art of this glass, thanks to it not being mounted right. It's the sad truth. I don't know why they don't mount it right, but almost all the face mounted glass tiles I've set have this same issue. So what we will do now is we just take time, go through, like this one's crooked too, and just start fixing and adjusting the crooked ones so that it just looks better. There we go. So let me at least get this little section up so you can see what I mean. So obviously you got to get this thinset cleaned out too. So we'll grab a little brush to clean that out. Sometimes it's hard because it's under the plastic, but basically you just isolate the pieces, adjust them by hand, get them the best you can. Obviously none of them are perfect, they're all a little bit funky, but I just look for the worst ones. See, like this one, see that guy's a little crooked there, so basically I'm just gonna isolate him, cut that down. And then we just drop them right there. See? So now we fixed it. So that's all you gotta do. It's pretty time consuming, takes a lot of patience, makes the job go slow, but it's the price to do a good quality job and give your client the best look. They're not going to be perfect. We're not going for perfection. We're going for uniformity, which is not perfection. So you can see there's a lot of weird stuff going on, but as long as like this one definitely needs to be fixed. So we're just going to go through, inspect them, cut out the ones that need to be cut, and but there you go. It looks very nice. We'll show you how we peel it off tomorrow and clean out the joints, grout it up.
All right, so it's the next day. I'm peeling off the plastic and you can see how stuck it is. I got to use 2 hands to pull it off because it's on there very strong. You always want to double check that there's no thinset spooging out that would interfere with the grout. For any areas that did have protruding thinset, like the edges of the sheets, this tiny carbide Dremel bit fits in the joints nicely and quickly cleans them out. The next day, if you still find a few really crooked ones that annoy you, just pop them out, take out the old thinset, and reset them straight. Here's what the whole backsplash looked like, all grouted up. I hope this video gave you some tips on how to install what I consider one of the most challenging tiles to install. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe for the best tile content.